Good afternoon from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. It's 1:17 p.m. on the 14th of September 2023. I've got no makeup on, I look a bit haggard. I went out yesterday with my daughter. We had a lovely day out. She gave me the most precious gift of all, which is the gift of her time. And we did enjoy each other's company and we had a lovely time. She took me out to her workplace at GOMA, which is the Gallery of Modern Art here in Brisbane, and she got me a ticket to see two exhibitions that they have there at the moment. I think they're finishing soon. One was Ex de Medici, who is a former tattoo artist who does very political art about war and tyranny. Her colouring and the flowers and the imagery is just beautiful, but in amongst all that beautiful colour and exquisite artistic endeavour is quite dark subjects like machine guns and the war in Iran, and she's very anti-establishment, anti-American. She also did beautiful portraits or paintings of moths. Apparently she used to work for CSIRO, so her art really is exquisite, albeit very confronting and very dark. And then we went on from there to the Michael Zavros exhibition, and his work was also at times quite dark and weird, but his painting is in the photographic style where you can't actually tell the difference between whether it's a painting or an actual photograph. He's just so precise and you don't even see the brush strokes hardly. It's just amazing art. My favourite piece was the amazing, Mercedes convertible that the number plates were Agape Love, and then it wasn't until I looked actually closer that I saw it had it's filled with some kind of gel to represent water, so it looked like the car's fallen into drowned in water. So I was like laughing, oh, we're drowning in your agape love. And Crystal and I sort of went round it trying to get photos of ourselves in the side mirrors of the vehicle. But we came out our faces came out all distorted and blurry, so that was a shame, because that would have been funny, seeing our faces in the side mirrors. So yeah, we played a lot with the exhibits, and it was really, really interesting, as art should be, mind-expanding morning. And then after that we went to, because we met at 11:30, so morning and afternoon, midday-ish. So then after that we drove to Newmarket, and my daughter shouted me jackpot dining, so I had my favourite Peking beef, which is sort of coated in sweet and sour coating, and steamed rice, which was very yummy, crispy Peking beef. And my daughter had hockey noodles with chicken, and that was actually quite delicious too. We had a little bit of each other's food. And then we drove on to our favourite forest at Mount Glorious called Myala. I was hoping to actually see some fairies, because I've been manifesting and praying to be gifted the sight to be able to see them, but alas, no. But the magical thing that did happen was I felt something land sort of gently drop onto my head, like almost felt like a droplet. And so I said to my daughter, oh, you better check my head for ticks. I said, I've just felt something land on my head with a very light touch, because it's probably a bloody tick. Crystal said, no, Mummy, it's too early for ticks. I thought ticks were all year round, so there you go. So anyway, she did check my hair. I had a big flower, silk flower that I made yesterday and a hair clip in my hair. So she did check. Don't know who this car is that's arrived outside my gates, but oh well, not my monkey, not my circus. So she did check my hair and no tick. So I said to her, I felt something definitely land on my head. And then she looked at me and she said, well, Mummy, you've been wanting to see fairies, so them touching you when you're walking around the forest is a sign that they're getting you prepared for the surprise or the shock of actually seeing them. So that would be cool. That would be cool if that actually happened, although I have asked them to not reveal themselves in such a way, like right up in my face. That would be scary, because I've got to protect my fragile little mind as well as my imagination, which gets a bit furtive at times. But anyway, I had full makeup on yesterday, and I stopped when I arrived by train, because I parked my car up Uranda and I took the train to South Brisbane. One of the workers there waiting at the turnstiles where you tap off with your Go card was staring at me as I was walking towards it, because I was actually fumbling my bag trying to get my card out because I put it away like a fool. Anyway, I was feeling awkward and frustrated trying to get my card, and then by the time I walked up to her and went to press the card on the machine to tap off, she looked at me and she said, oh, you look just so lovely, and where are you going? I said, oh, I'm going to Goma to, meet my daughter and go to the art exhibition. She was like, oh, how lovely, have a lovely day. So I actually thought that was very sweet and encouraging. I'd had a bit of a frantic morning actually, because my glasses fell down when I was trying to put on my makeup and they cracked. So I had to super glue them together in the last minute before I went out. So it was a bit fraught. And then there's such terrible driving on the roads in Brisbane now. I had 2 cars just randomly stop in front of me for no real reason, really. Just, I don't know what's going on with people's driving. So that was a bit odd, because I could have actually had accidents with them. So there were 2 near misses with them. So by the time I got to meet my daughter, I was like, I hope this is going to be a nice day and it's not going to be one of those days where everything goes wrong and it's just traumatizing. Oh, I had a feather from Charlie in my hand behind the phone and it just blew away, and now I can't find it. Oh well, I was going to show you this cute little feather that she had. It looked like a sunset or a sunrise. Pretty colouring. Anyway, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the years, one season following another. There will be happiness and tears. Anyway, on that note, on the sunset note, which is why I wanted to show you the feather. Oh well, there's too much stuff down there to discern it. Probably blew into the bromeliads. So my daughter took me to Myala, and as I said, we walked around and did the whole circuit. And I was actually getting quite tired because we walked a lot around the art gallery as well. So it's an hour's walk around the circuit at Myala, so that was lovely. And then I said to her, she said, what do you want to do now? I said, well, I wanted to go to Mount Nebo last time when I was here with Jared, but he wasn't keen. I think we were too late in the afternoon. So she said, oh, well, let's go to Mount Nebo. And I said, have we been there before? She said, yes, I've taken you there before. I said, I can't remember going there, which is odd. Anyway, when we got there, we drove there. It's not far from Myala, about 15-20 minute drive from Myala. So when we got there, maybe only 10 minutes. But anyway, when we got there, I did recognise the place. So I was busting to pee. I've had terrible terrible troubles with my bladder. I was up all night last night again. 9 times I had to get up to pee. So that's why I'm looking a bit pale and wrung out, and freaking out about the state of my bladder, quite frankly. But I was able to get up and get to the toilet on time. There was no no incontinence or any unpleasantness like that. It was just a constant need and urge to go, and this has been like this for days now. It's getting quite alarming, and not getting much sleep, so that's also not good for me. And the night before I had a reasonably good night. I was only up 5 times, and the night before that I was only up 2 times, which is a very good night if I get only interrupted twice during the night. And the night before that I was up 12 fucking times. So yeah, naturally this week's been a rough week and I feel quite wrung out. So anyway, I digress. So we get up to Mount Nebo. Of course, I'm busting to pee again, wasn't I? Oh, awful. So I rushed to the loo, and then we went and sort of walked around a bit, and we were waiting for the sunset, which is why she brought me there, because it's a lovely outlook right across the Moreton Bay Regional Council lands. You can look out all the way out to the sea, out to Deception Bay, out to Bribie Island. It's beautiful. Beautiful vista. So we were admiring that, and then we walked down to sit at a table and wait for the sunset to come, which was just beautiful. Giant bright orange sun just slowly descending, and we could see it through the trees. And there was a crow sitting above our head watching us, which was also delightful. And so he kept us company until just before the sun went down, and he must have flown to his nest. And we just sat there, my daughter and I, we climbed up on the tables, and she took photos of the sunset. And I just love that my daughter's a shaman like me, and that she really enjoys nature and the wild birds and the wild creatures, and of course the spirit beings as well. So we had a wonderful time there. But as we were leaving, the Mount Nebo, I had to rush again to the loo, which was extraordinary given I'd just not long before that been. I was like, where is all this fluid even coming from? So, although I did drink a fair bit, I had a big bottle of water, and I'd had a drink of iced tea at the restaurant at the Jackpot Dining, and I'd had prior to that I had a cup of tea as well. So there was a fair bit of fluid to eliminate, but my goodness, it was just a bit awful, Being at the mercy of your bladder is not pleasant. So anyway, I rushed to the loo again a second time up at Mount Nebo, and Crystal said she distinctly heard a man's voice, very low, very deep, very loud in her ear, say, she was actually videoing something, say to her, hurry up and take it. Or she wasn't sure if they said hurry up and take it or hurry up and take her, whatever that was supposed to mean. She didn't really understand. She said she didn't get a fright, but it was just so loud in her ear. And there were a teenage couple, like a couple of teenagers there, but fair distance away, but they were around. But she said it wasn't a teenage boy's voice, it was a really loud, low, deep, gruff voice. So anyway, so we did our little clapping, and I was shaking off the energy off her, and shaking it off myself, because we didn't want to bring any spirits home from that space, just in case they were mischievous or malevolent. And so it was a bit unusual. But anyway, and then so we drove from there, and she drove me back to Buranda so I could pick up my car, which is also very sweet of her, because she actually lives on the north side, and it would have been easy for her to go straight home, But it was very kind of my daughter to drive me to the railway station, pick up my car. Anyway, I got home and I thought about, the spirit that had been around my daughter, and that we had cleansed and washed off the energies spiritually. But I thought, I think I'll have a bath in Epsom salts just to purify a bit more, make sure I'm cleansed. So I did that, and then I had been trying to call my friend Jared, so he called me back. He's talking to me while I'm in the bath, which, he can't see me naked or anything. So we've been friends for 35 years, so he was okay he was comfortable with that. He didn't get too weirded out, and he couldn't see me. You can't see me. We're just talking. So yes, it was like lovely to catch up with him too. Hopped out the bath and put a towel on, and then he said a video of mine that I'd posted up earlier, which was an old video of me talking to my bird Charlie over there from 2018, had randomly started playing on his phone. Like his Facebook had randomly opened up and started playing this video that I'd posted on my Facebook feed. I said, that's a bit weird because I did not do that. And then I was like, you didn't see me naked when I was in the bath, did you? The algorithms didn't open up the camera while I was in the bath. You didn't see me naked. I was all freaking out about that. He goes, no, it's even weirder. It's my phone's opened up to Facebook, navigated to your name on the list, and open up that video which you posted 5 hours ago. And I was like, oh yeah, I did, because I was doing my memories and putting them all on Vocal Media. And I said, I did post a video because I'm posting all the cute videos of me with my pets. Well, Charlie's very much alive, thank goodness, but I post up all the cute things from Beauregard when he was still alive, and my other pets too. Because I just want to, see them in their full vibrancy when they were alive and happy and blessed, and be reminded of the love we shared together, my beautiful pets and I. It's all I have in life, really. It's my pets and my daughter, who I only see occasionally, my friend Jared and my friend Lynn, and my friends on Facebook that keep in touch with me via the internet. And, my cleaning lady, Rati, that came this morning, she's a lovely woman. And, people I might see when I'm out dancing on the weekends. But apart from that, my world is very small, So I don't have a partner or a large family. It's just me, the garden, the spirits, my sacred space. Oh, I must show you. Oh, hurts to get up. I must show you. So yesterday was a gorgeous day, and I'm very happy and grateful and satisfied and blessed with it. And even though I'm not feeling very well, it's my normal not feeling well. Been living like this 58 years and 4 months, and I'm quite sure I'll continue to live like this. And my kumquat tree's putting out a few more little fruits. I thought I harvested them all, but anyway, I wanted to show you my rose, my weeping rose. My Pierre de Ronsard rose. I'm very happy with it. It's blooming again. But I'm very unhappy with my white rose. I think it's died. Ouch, bindies. See these prickles? They're nasty little prickles you get in Australia. And it's bindi season again, and I hates them. But yeah, I think my white rose has actually finally died, which is sad because it usually rejuvenated itself. And here is the last of my orchids. It's nearly finished. So, yes. Oh, and look at this sweet little face here. This little begonia popped up out of nowhere. So, and my go-to cola, and my Japanese menthol mint. That's the only one that survived. Oh, there's another little sprig coming up there, so but yeah, most of the Japanese menthol mint died, unfortunately. There's my fish pond. So yes, so very contented, but I'm not feeling terribly well, and I've still got to go to the shops and buy some food because I've run out, basically. I've got some mints in the freezer that I could defrost, but I want to have more interesting things. I don't feel like mints for dinner tonight. There's my so everything's lovely and magical at Sacred Space, but I'm so tired. So anyway, but I wanted to make this video and tell you about the lovely day I had with my daughter, and yes, so I'm very happy about that. Aren't we, Charlie? Are we happy about the day with my daughter? She goes, I'm not. I was alone all day, Mama T. Oh, all day, Mama T. What are you doing, Charlie? What are you doing? She spent most of the morning pooing on me, little blighter. Haven't you? Pooed on my skirt, pooed all down my shirt. Had to wash all that off. You've had a very busy bottom. Yes, you have. It's very important work being Charlie. Mummy's a running bladder and you're a running cloaca. It's life for all sentient beings. What goes in must come out, Charlie. Yes. It's getting a bit much, isn't it? Mummy not sleeping all night. Mummy not sleeping all night. Ow! What'd you do that for? Why? She didn't really bite me. She just nibbled slightly. She can be a bit mean. Sometimes she does bite. All right, how about if you want to be all nippy and chewy and feisty and cantankerous, you go back up on here. Back up. Up, 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 up. No, you don't want to go up. You just want to be a naughty girl. Be with your mother and be naughty. I get it. Anarchy and chaos, Charlie. When the revolution comes, let's go. Let's go. If Mummy didn't have to go to the art gallery first up, I could have taken you to Myala with us. I wonder what Crystal would have felt about that. I'm going to start taking you in outings with me, Charlie. I don't like leaving you home alone all day. It's not fair. It was only one day though, and I haven't seen Crystal for 6 weeks. So come on, be fair. Got to share Mama with all her other beloveds. With her daughter. With her beautiful beloved daughter. Look at this thing. Look, she's all shiny. Pruning. She's a lovely little girl. Alright, well that's my video for today from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. And yeah, I might have a bit of a rest now. Feel quite wrung out. It's been didn't do anything today because I didn't sleep much. As I said, Rati came to clean and she's gone, so I'm just freed up to do whatever I want to do, which will be resting, I think, today. Resting and kissing Charlie. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Charlie, can I have a kiss? Not last night, but the night before, I put her in a cage and I said, I love you, Charlie. And I went, and I heard her as I was leaving her room go back, which I thought was gorgeous and delightful. Kissy, kissy. Kissy, kissy. She won't do it. She won't do it because she's on camera. He's looking at you, kid. All right. Much love from the multiverses, from the Ein Sof Or down to Malkut, back up again, and from the Tanya and the Charlie at Sacred Space. Have a beautiful, bright, blessed day, people.